Telegram blocked by the Russian government, yet still active in the region. Chinese telecom giant Huawei announces blockchain as a service platform. Amazon patents a data marketplace for tracking Bitcoin users. A hedge fund manager joins Coinbase. Japan leads the way as crypto trading soars. And this video game might have predicted Bitcoin all of 28 years ago. We've got all your headlines mixed with some daily market analysis. I'm Elio Trades, and your FUD TV Daily Update starts now. Diving here on the total market caps, we can see that Bitcoin is down almost 1% here. It's holding pretty solid though over the course of the last week or so. As you can see, we had that short squeeze almost a week ago now, and we saw this just huge surge up here. And you can see if we zoom in on it right up here on the Bitcoin weekly chart. Ethereum holding very similarly, about 0.5% down. Ripple with a little bit of a gain, and Bitcoin Cash almost 10% up. Stellar with by far the biggest gain in the top 10, obviously clocking some serious gains. They've been getting a lot of popularity over in Japan and the Asian region. Stellar is making some serious moves. It was down to 15 cents. It's over doubled since its lows of March, and this is a very promising coin. I don't know if you're big on Stellar Lumen, but we are certainly huge, very bullish supporters of Stellar Lumen on this channel because of all the moves they're making across the spectrum. They're not only a great platform, but they're also an amazing decentralized exchange, and they just have very forward-looking ways of making value and sort of currency and value transfers. It's very interesting and forward-looking the way they're trying to set up their cryptocurrency economy. Monero doing a nice gain here. Obviously, that might be a little bit of a sort of flip-flop from the Verge community, and it seems to time well with yesterday's sort of dump of Verge, a real spike by Monero. So we'll see, maybe that's connected there. Very similar communities looking for privacy coins. As we go down and we look for the biggest gainers and losers in the top 100, we can see that Americoin is really pumping, and that's because they just got listed on Upbit, which is one of the biggest exchanges, of course, in the world in South Korea. And then after them, we have PundiX. Obviously, we talked about this yesterday. PundiX is a very cool sort of payments processing focused blockchain application. They are essentially rolling out payment machines where you can pay with fiat or cash or anything and get cryptocurrency. They're very much so try to hybridize and trying to deliver services to places that don't have easy access to cryptocurrency, and they really want to be a retail play here. They're putting out a lot of machines in the world and hitting benchmarks, and so yeah, PundiX, check them out. They've had an amazing week here, gaining a ton of ground. Checking out the price was back. It was literally a fraction of a penny. It was literally not even a tenth of a penny, but less than 1/100th of a penny. And now it is trading for almost 3/10 of a penny. Gosh, this is such a small token. It's insane. They have such a big circulating supply here. It's 51 billion, is that it? Yeah, and they have a total supply of 57 billion. I wonder even how they picked that number for a total supply. Maybe it's being mined or something. Regardless, this is very interesting. And yeah, we can see here that PundiX is making serious moves. Hopping into our lead news out of the day, we have word that Russia is officially blocking or attempting to block all the IP addresses that are attempting to reach the Telegram sort of messaging service and essentially effectively blocking Telegram, but it's not working because Telegram is still active. So Russia set about blocking the IP addresses connected with Telegram, and they've so far blocked nearly 20 million of these addresses, yet the app is still working, and users report that they can still just access Telegram and they don't even have to do any workarounds such as proxies or VPN servers. Kind of a failed blocking here. Supposedly these blocks are actually affecting other messaging services that are not Telegram, even though there has been some interruption of Telegram service. There's been quite an interruption with Viber, which is not the service that was targeted, but it is another sort of internet messaging service. So this could be sort of fallout from the way that, maybe a slightly messy way that Russia is going about blocking the Telegram messaging service. Very interesting stuff. Definitely sort of an international tug of war that we're seeing between a private entity that's created a cryptographically secure way to communicate, and then a government saying, we don't like that, we want a backdoor key into that, and that company saying, and we're going to see where this lands. This is really, I think, a very pressing conversation about privacy, about the sort of rights of decentralized autonomous organizations versus governments. We are definitely going to see a tug of war here as far as power and influence. It's going to be very interesting to see where this ends up landing. And Edward Snowden chimed in on this whole debate, saying that essentially this mad quest to punish Telegram for protecting users' rights has totally broken Russia's internet, and that there are tons of sites that are down as a result of a very sort of brutish and ignorant censorship effort, according to Snowden. Wow, he does not really pull any punches. Even though Russia's become his new home, he certainly has no problem criticizing it. Very interesting, and as you see, Snowden's now involved in this debate. Pavel Durov, the creator of Telegram, said that he's actually sponsoring VPN administrators in order to support the resistance. This is craziness. Honestly, I'm so entertained right now. I can't even explain it. This is just such a fun story, seeing a power broker in the crypto and sort of encrypted messaging and sort of, people's technology for the people that give power back to the people, and saying, you know what, we created this, we've built this, and you know what, we don't have to give it back yet. So I think this is really amazing. It's just going to be cool to see this tug of war play out. So we'll definitely be keeping you updated as this progresses. And Chinese telecom giant Huawei announces a blockchain as a service platform. Powered by the Hyperledger, the blockchain as a service tool, which comes a month after the release of Huawei and Hyperledger's joint project Caliper, will be known decidedly as the low-key, quote, blockchain service. Focused on smart contract development, Huawei's blockchain service is a high-performance, high-availability, and high-security blockchain technology platform service for enterprises and developers. Its official description reads, it can help companies and developers create, deploy quickly and cost-effectively on Huawei Cloud. Obviously, Huawei is trying to stay ahead of Tencent and JD, both e-commerce giants that are currently entering into the blockchain space. And Amazon has just been granted a patent for a streaming data marketplace that they believe will have a use case in helping authorities track Bitcoin users. Amazon Technologies, which is a subsidiary of Amazon, recently received a patent for a streaming marketplace that would enable users to receive real-time cryptocurrency transaction data, according to a document released on April 17th. In order to meet the needs of organizations in managing large amounts of data, the company, according to the patent, developed the technology for processing streaming data on large scale with relatively low latency. Additionally, it would allow developers to, quote, build real-time dashboards, capture exceptions, and generate alerts, drive recommendations, and make other real-time businesses or other operational decisions. This is definitely just huge. It shows that Amazon's trying to bring another big blockchain into the frame that solves a lot of sort of operational issues for other businesses. This is not surprising, really, as we're expecting Google and Amazon, just like Samsung and IBM, have really gotten into this blockchain game and trying to provide foundational resources for other businesses to build on top of and to really become sort of foundational infrastructure in the industry. I really love this whole vibe here. It means that we're getting the biggest companies in technology on board for the crypto revolution. Really cool stuff. The patent explains, for example, a group of electronic internet retailers who accept Bitcoin transactions may have a shipping address that may correlate with the Bitcoin address. The electronic retailers may combine the shipping address with the Bitcoin transactional data to create a correlated data and republish the combined data as a combined data stream. Essentially, what they're saying is that Bitcoin's data is limited, and that with their blockchain, they can sort of put new pieces of data in with that Bitcoin address to make it more robust. For example, user identity, so that if someone tries to take control of your blockchain data, potentially you could actually have it tied to your identity and not just tied to a private key. Interesting stuff. I'm just sort of guessing here, but that sounds like interesting things that could be done with this sort of technology of combining blockchain addresses or blockchain information with more information about the users. And Amazon adds that one of their potential customers could be law enforcement agencies. And we have word that Coinbase has just hired a new CFO straight out of Wall Street. That's right, the CFO from Wall Street's OZIF Capital Management, OZ Management, has left to become the new CFO of a major crypto wallet and exchange service, Coinbase, according to Coinbase's blog post published yesterday. Alexia Haas has worked with OZ Management for over a year and a half and previously worked in executive roles at One West Bank and Merrill Lynch. This is a bigwig from Wall Street. It shows what Coinbase is really trying to do. They're trying to set themselves up as the go-to cryptocurrency exchange. They really want to have a cozy relationship with regulators and Wall Street and all of the sort of fundamental drivers of our current sort of financial technology world. Very interesting stuff, and I think that this is just more bullish news from Coinbase. We're not going to go too deep on this. It just shows that Coinbase keeps making strategic and very big hires, very big acquisitions. They're becoming the sort of one of these big conglomerates in crypto that's going to be a big empire, whether they have their own coin eventually or whatever they choose to do, they're going to be a massive, massive force and influence on this industry. And Japan shows that there's incredible popularity for crypto trading among the youth, as well as an incredible interest in Stellar Lumen. Taken from 17 cryptocurrency exchanges, shows that most cryptocurrency traders in Japan are trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, and that they're mostly aged from 20 to 40 years old, with 34% of the group in their 30s. Annual Bitcoin trading has risen from 22 million in 2014 to 97 billion in 2017. That is a slight increase, with the trading of Bitcoin as an underlying asset for futures even higher, increasing from 2 million to 543 billion over the same time period. The boom in the crypto trading industry over there could explain why Japan has such a hands-on and forward-looking cryptocurrency regulation policy in effect, and they've definitely been blazing a trail with trying to be on the forefront of ICO regulation and really just understanding cryptocurrency and digital assets in general. Obviously, Japan had one of the biggest ever heists in cryptocurrency history with the CoinCheck hack earlier this year. The hack totaled over $550 million in stolen NEM. which was absolutely devastating and actually led to sort of insolvency within the exchange, which they've now since had to sell their exchange for something like $33 or $35 million. It was not a huge exit, and it shows just how insolvent they were. Regardless, Japan is pushing forward and helping bring regulations and a framework into the picture that would allow for this cryptocurrency revolution to sort of come above board and stop this rampant fraud, which really does exist all too much in the ICO space as well as in different areas around the cryptocurrency universe. We do need to stop negative actors, and we do need to promote the good ones. We can do both. Japan's hopefully proving that out, and hopefully we're going to see positive regulation and understanding forward-looking regulation as a foundational bedrock for the future of crypto. And to end today on a light note, for those of you who are video game fans or fans of Final Fantasy in general, some phenomenal Redditor has found that there was actually a Bitcoin ref. Look at that bee right there. You see that bee right there? That's a Bitcoin bee, and that was actually an image, a 1990 video game that was released in April of 1990, about 28 years ago, where there was a Bitcoin bee with a little coin at the end of the bed. Really cool stuff. And of course, we went over how Nobel Prize winner Milton Friedman predicted the rise of digital currencies in that video of 1999. Really interesting just to go back in history and see the different places where you could see little predictions of this Bitcoin revolution. And obviously, if you look towards the Super Nintendo and Final Fantasy III, you'll see some evidence of it there. Very, very cool. And we love covering these sort of more uplifting, a little bit more lighthearted pieces of news to end our segment. You guys made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, I can't even believe you're still watching. If you are still here, it means you are the real FUD Nation, holding us up, helping us do this journey of cryptocurrency YouTubing. And just like we said, the last week, we spent a lot of time working on some other projects, trying to get some really exciting things ready for you guys. And so we couldn't put out multiple videos each and every day like we'd like to, but we're gonna try to get back to doing that each and every day, getting more and more videos and more content out for you guys. So thanks so much to all you guys who like, comment, subscribe. You are our real FUD Nation, and you help us get to the finish line each and every day with this cryptocurrency content. Thank you so much. It means the world to us. And obviously, for those of you who leave comments, we really do read each and every one, and we try to respond to them. Not every video do we get a chance to sit and respond. Obviously, we're doing a lot of work, but we read each and every comment, and the comments are really what drives us forward. So thank you so much for commenting like crazy. I really love reading your guys' comments. To everybody who's really rocking, you guys know who you are, who rock with the channel all the time. I love seeing your names, I love seeing your comments, and I love seeing you guys come back. So thank you. As usual, this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. I've had such a wonderful time having you with me today on FUD TV, and I'll catch you very soon on the next episode.